In ancient halls where echoes used to roam, a tale of empire, a journey far from home, of battles waged and visions in the sky, a turning point where old beliefs would die. Let's speak of Rome, in its late, troubled days, a sprawling power in a chaotic haze. For emperors ruled, a tetrarchy so grand, but cracks appeared across that mighty land. Among them rose a man of iron will, whose destiny the annals would soon fill. Flavius Valerius Constantinus born, into a world where allegiances were torn. His father, a Caesar, ruled the western sphere, but politics was fraught with doubt and fear. Young Constantine, a hostage in the east, learned courtly ways, his wisdom he increased. He saw the purges, felt the shifting sand, the Christian faith, persecuted through the land. Diocletian's rage, a fire burning bright, had cast the faithful into endless night. But fortunes change, as stars realign their course. His father's death unleashed a driving force. In distant York, the legions raised a cheer. They hailed him emperor, dispelling all their fear. But Rome itself was not so simply won. A brutal civil war had just begun. Rival emperors with armies at their side. Each one was vying for the turning tide. Maxentius held the city, grand and old, a story of ambition, bravely told. And Constantine, with forces lean and spare, marched south to Italy, beyond compare. The stage was set, the final, fateful clash, where destinies would meet in one great flash. The Milvian Bridge, just outside of Rome, would decide which leader brought the victory home. The night before, as legend tells the tale, a vision came that could not fail. Constantine looked up into the twilight sky, and saw a symbol, floating way up high. A cross of light, or so the stories told, more radiant than silver or than gold. With it, the words in Latin, clear and bright. In hoc signo vinces, in this sign, you will fight, and conquer all. A message from the divine, a potent, world-altering, sacred sign. He ordered then his soldiers, to a man, to paint this sign, according to the plan. The Chiro symbol on each helmet, every shield, a newfound faith upon the battlefield. Was it a miracle, a true and holy sight, or a commander's genius in the fading light? A masterstroke of psychological art, to unify his men and steal each heart. The truth remains debated, evermore, but what came next would shake Rome to its core. The battle raged, a fierce and bloody fray, but Constantine's forces won the day. Maxentius' army, broken, fled in fear, their leader drowned, his final moments near. Constantine entered Rome, a victor crowned, on every street, triumphant trumpets sound. The year that followed, 313, a monumental change was to be seen, with his co-emperor, Licinius, of the East. The persecution of the Christians ceased. They met in Milan, a pact they did decree, to grant religious freedom, for all, to be free. The Edict of Milan, a document so key, did not make faith the states, for all to see. It wasn't that, not yet, the one true creed, but sowed a very different kind of seed. It granted tolerance, a legal, firm reprieve, for those who in the Christian God believe. It gave back property that had been seized, and left the long oppressed, completely pleased. No longer would they hide in catacombs, but worship freely in their brand new homes. So what drove Constantine, this man of might? Was it his faith, born of that heavenly light? Did he convert, with pure and pious soul, and give to God his absolute control? Or was he shrewd, a politician grand, who saw a way to unify the land? The Christians were a growing, fervent force, a demographic he could now endorse, a network strong, with bishops, priests, and care, a structure that could help him rule from there. Perhaps the truth is somewhere in between, a blend of faith and what his eyes had seen, a personal belief, a pragmatic view. He saw the future, and he saw it through. His mother, Helena, a devout and pious soul, may well have helped him reach this final goal. His reign moved on, his power now secure. But one more change was destined to endure. He looked at Rome, the ancient pagan heart, and felt the need to make a brand new start. He turned his gaze toward the wealthy East, where threats had grown and conflicts had increased. He found a city, Old Byzantium, its name, and set it for a new and lasting fame. A new Rome built, a capital so grand, the finest city in that ancient land. He poured in resources, art, and gold, a story for the ages to be told, renamed for him, a jewel by the sea. The mighty Constantinople, it would be. This move was seismic, shifting powers, base, and set the West upon a different race. While Rome declined, a shadow of its might, the East grew strong, a beacon burning bright. The Byzantine Empire, rising from the stone, would last 1,000 years upon its throne. A Christian empire, with its own unique design. A legacy of Constantine's grand sign. He called the Council of Nicaea to unify the faith, both old and new, to settle doctrine, make the creed aligned, and leave theological disputes behind. On his deathbed, so the histories relate, he finally accepted his own fate. He was baptized, a Christian, fully claimed, the first such emperor the world had ever named. From pagan roots to champion of the cross, his life prevented faith's complete and total loss. Constantine the Great, a figure so immense, whose choices still defy all common sense. A warrior, a builder, a man of mystery, who altered the whole course of history. The Roman world was changed, forever rearranged, by one man's vision, beautifully strange. The cross, one symbol of a criminal's disgrace, was now exalted in the highest place. The foundation laid for Christendom to rise, beneath the gaze of European skies. So next time you see symbols of the creed, remember Constantine, who planted the first seed. We love exploring these figures who shaped our world, and it's a passion we want to share with you. Our channel, Historical Figures and Moments, is a community project, and we're looking for volunteers who love history as much as we do. If you have skills in research, writing, or editing, and want to help create content like this, we'd be thrilled to have you. It's a great way to gain experience and join a team of fellow history enthusiasts. You can find all the information on how to get involved on our channel's About page. We look forward to creating history with you. Thanks for joining us on this journey through late antiquity. If you enjoyed this poetic look at a pivotal emperor, please give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more stories of the figures who defined their eras. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next video. See you next time.